I'm the Chief Information Officer for American National Bank. We're a $2 billion community bank in the Omaha area. We service customers in southwestern Nebraska, southeastern Iowa. We have 31 branches throughout the region. We're the fourth largest bank in the Omaha metro area. My working history with AOS, I'm constantly looking for providers and people who I can partner with, organizations that I can partner with that can help me in areas where I don't have the in-house expertise. AOS helps me with Windows technology, Microsoft technology, phone technology, networking. We look for people who we can partner with to provide expertise in areas where I don't have the full-time staff. AOS has provided me with a lot of good resources and a lot of different solutions that have helped me move the technology needle at American National Bank. The project that we worked with AOS on was a replacement for our legacy phone system. We had a 10-year-old digital Mitel system that had served its useful life. We needed a phone system that would incorporate voice, data, and provide additional technology functionality to our employees and our customers. We were evolving our network. We were solidifying on a Cisco platform for all of our internal network. Again, we had an old phone system that really didn't integrate with our current deployment and our current architecture. The Cisco phone solution that AOS brought to the table was an integrating platform that allowed us to use voice over IP technology, and it integrated well with our current WAN LAN environment. How we came to decide on the solution that we chose, we looked at all of the telephony providers in the voice over IP space. Cisco, of course, was part of our infrastructure and had the best system. When AOS suggested this to us, it was a natural marriage given our current WAN LAN deployment, and we moved forward with the Cisco solution. It affected our business in multiple ways. We were able to integrate our data network with our voice network. We were able to go through and eliminate a lot of resources that we weren't using anymore. A lot of redundant network connections that were used in support of the old legacy system were no longer necessary. We were able to reduce these resources and reduce our overall cost of deployment month by month by month. We were able to provide new technology to our users which will last for the next 10 years. I know a lot of the folks who work for AOS. I've worked with them in the past, and I have a level of trust with them. When they came into the door and they said, "This is what we think you need to do," they had established their credentials with me years before, and I've trusted AOS for many years. When we started the project, we worked with the sales consultant. The sales consultant had a great knowledge of voice over IP solutions and had implemented some of these himself. When we designed it, he took in mind what we were trying to achieve and what we had currently, and really how we use the phone system. At that point, the design was built by the technical folks. They again understood exactly what we were trying to solve, and they brought the best technology to the solution given what we were trying to do. We went through, of course, the pricing, and the AOS sales consultant was very mindful that I did have a budget and gave me the best value for what I was trying to do. They then engaged the project manager who built a project plan which was very useful in the technology projects of this scale tend to suffer from scope creep, requirements creep, and tend to draw on forever. The project manager assigned to this project kept us on task as well as the AOS engineers, which was very useful. We got weekly status updates that I provided to all of my interested parties on the project plan. And at the end, the project was on time, on budget, and we delivered what we said we were going to do. The investment was easy to justify given that our phone system was fairly antiquated. It was a 10-year-old digital system. We had to have a separate set of resources for the digital environment to actually operate. By going to a voice over IP system, we were able to reuse a lot of our communication infrastructure that we were using to keep the branches connected. By doing so, we decreased the number of lines, the number of connections, and we created a solution that was far easier to manage than what we had before. So the justification of time, materials, people's time was easy to do. If we didn't implement the solution in the time that we did, we were faced with losing budgetary dollars because we go on a year-to-year budget cycle. I committed to my boss that I can get this done. I committed to the user community that we can get this done in a very short time. And when I told the AOS folks what needed to be done and what the time frame was, they created a project plan and a deployment plan that met with my constraints. The methodologies used by AOS to ensure success is they upfront created a project plan. We walked through the project plan numerous times to ensure that not only could the AOS technical people deliver what they said they were going to do, but my people who were involved could deliver what they said they were going to do. In working with AOS, what I found to be advantageous is a byproduct of this project was I asked AOS to leave in place my folks completely trained on how to support the system. Working side by side with the AOS technical community, I now have people who can manage a Cisco phone system. What I tell my peers about AOS is I don't believe there's any challenge that AOS can't meet. I feel very confident that when my AOS salesperson tells me that they're going to do something, they'll do everything within their power and reasonableness to make that happen. And so far they've done a great job at that. After my experience with AOS, what I'm convinced of is that I have a partner in the technology business with AOS.